was asked, what is the greatest law that mankind must follow? And it was kind of a trick question because they thought he would pick one of the commandments, and then they could argue about which one was more important. But instead, he answered them by saying that we must love God with all our hearts and love our neighbor as ourselves. And I think that when he said these words, he touched on something that we all feel very deeply in our hearts, and that is that love is the greatest gift that we have to offer one another. And that is what makes marriage so very special and such a cause of joy and celebration for all of us who have come here today to witness and share in this very precious moment in the lives of these two people. Marriage is an act of faith and ever-deepening commitment, as well as a loving union between two people. It has been described as the best and the most important relationship that two people can share, the creation of a single growing energy of spiritual life. Marriage can be a lifelong unfolding of loving kindness, backed by the will to make it last. There is no limit to the knowing of another's soul, and when you learn to love one person deeply and over a lifetime, you also grow in love for all of humanity. We read in the prophet, "Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of the lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. And stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress stand not in each other's shadow." In the words of The Art of a Good Marriage by Wilfred Arlen Peterson, happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, "I love you," at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere through which peace and joy. It is finding room for things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. It is discovering what marriage can be at its best. And now, Rita, do you take Steve to be your husband, to love him, to cherish him, and to continually bestow upon him your heart's deepest devotion? And Steve, do you take Rita to be your wife, to love her, to cherish her, and to continually bestow upon her your heart's deepest devotion?
I do.
This time I'd like to ask you to join all four hands together and repeat these sacred vows after me. Steve, I take you as my husband. To laugh with you in joy. To grieve with you in sorrow. And to grow with you in love. And now, Steve, please repeat. Rita, I take you as my wife.
Rita, I take you as my wife.
To laugh with you in joy.
To laugh with you in joy.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
And to grow with you in love.
And to grow with you in love.
May these two rings be blessed as symbols of your most affectionate unity. Rita and Steve, as you well know, your two lives are being joined together today in one unbroken circle. Wherever life may take you as individuals, whatever your separate destinies may be, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. May you find in one another the love for which all men and women yearn. May you grow in understanding and compassion. May the home which you establish together be such a place of sanctuary that all who are here today, and others through the years as well, will find their true friends. May these rings soon to be on your fingers symbolize always the touch of the spirit of love that is in both your hearts. And now, Steve, I'm placing the ring on Rita's left hand. Please repeat after me. Rita, I give you this ring.
Rita, I give you this ring
as a pledge of my love.
as a pledge of my love
And as a symbol of our unity.
and as a symbol of our union.
And now, Rita, I'm placing the ring on Steve's left hand. Please repeat after me. Steve, I give you this ring as a pledge of my love and as a symbol of our unity. Rita and Steve, today your relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One representing you, Rita, all that you've been, all that you are, and all that you will ever be, and the other representing you, Steve, and all that you've been, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. As these two containers are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. And just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be. So, as a symbol of your love and commitment, I'd like to ask you to join your hands together at this time.
Steve, more. Go, Steve.
We've got a very good mix so far.
By the way, it's not a race.
Can they both do it at the same time?
The colors
Oh,
are
that's
Bill.
cute. That's cute.
Ruined the ending.
That'd be ugly, honey.
Well, I mean, just the top.
It's just an idea. It was
It's like a little
Oh,
house.
that's beautiful.
It's our first house.
sand sculpture.
Yeah, there you go.
Can we all shake it?
Yeah.
This is something you can put in your fish pond.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah.
It's almost full.
It's kind of pretty.
I might want to put a
Beautiful.
patent on this.
Of course. That's where they got the idea.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Listen, the one thing you want to make sure you do is get sweet bottles of sand.
We got married for just a piece.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
We're all witnesses.
As you can see, they've created a beautiful and unique pattern, and love is universal, but it's never quite expressed itself the way it has with these two, and this is a symbol of that.
That's very nice.
Can I have it? It's pretty nice.
Steve and Rita, you've consented together to marriage before this company of dear family and friends, and it is my privilege and my sincere pleasure to pronounce that you are husband and wife. With abiding confidence and affection, we send you forth on your journey of life together. May you be filled with thanks and hope perseverance and wonder, humor and adventure, so that you may grow in wisdom and in grace. May the sun bring you new energy by day, and any minute would not be a bad time. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries, and may you live the days of your life in peace, love, and happiness. May the love that you hold for each other, now sealed in marriage, continue to mature, that your life together may be a source of strength and inspiration to yourselves, your families, your friends, and to all whose lives you touch. Congratulations. You may now
Yay.
Woohoo!
And I'm happy to present to you Steve and Rita as husband and wife.
Hey!